Everyone, this is Draco, the Haxorus. And I think you're gonna see just how powerful Draco really is. I definitely slept on this Pokemon. Let's get into it.
Yo, what up? My name is Ocean Ray Clark. Here's another one of my battles from Pokemon Showdown. Let's check it out.
If you're strong, you'll survive and you'll keep your dream alive. It's the battle.
Go, Haxorus!
Haxorus, the Axe-Jaw Pokemon, and Axew's final evolved form. Haxorus is normally considered friendly. Its body is covered with a tough armor, and its tusks cannot be broken.
Welcome back, everyone. I lead with Haxorus and Princess the Alolan Ninetales. They lead with Iron Hands and Blood Moon Ursaluna. We get off a Blizzard doing some chip damage to Iron Hands and Blood Moon Ursaluna. I say chip because it immediately gets some health back with that Citrus Berry. Now Draco does get off a Sword Stance, which is huge. They go in for a Calm Mind on Ursaluna, which is also kind of scary, but then they go in for a Heavy Slam from Iron Hands, taking out my Princess in one shot. It's okay going into turn 2. We send out Gallade, immediately going in for a Fairy Terastallized Wide Guard. Now we predicted a Protect on Ursaluna. We weren't predicting a switch out on Iron Hands. We still going for the Earthquake, doing off some major damage on the Milotic. Wide Guard keeps my side protected from that attack, obviously. And we get some major damage off on the Milotic. Turn 3, we see Ursaluna going for a Ghost Terastallization. Not that it matters because we take it out with Dragon Claw. Our biggest threat is gone.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment. Now, come on now.
Gallade then cleans things up by finishing off the Milotic with Sacred Sword. Going into turn 4, we see the return of Iron Hands and also Dragonite, making its debut. Now we try to go in for an Earthquake Wide Guard combo, however our opponent counters it by having Iron Hands go into it with Fake Out, flinching it, and then finishing it off with Ice Spinner from Dragonite. Take a good rest, buddy. You did all you needed to do. We got this. Then go into our own Iron Hands. Now Gallade is Fairy Terastallized, which means Dragonite cannot hit. We go in for a Fake Out on the Dragonite so it can't do anything, and then Cycle Cut to take out the Iron Hands. Turn 6, it Ice Spinners into Iron Hands, which doesn't do much damage. We are then able to win game 1 with Cycle Cut into Dragonite. Going into game 2, we're going to keep the same strategy, sending out Haxorus and Alolan Ninetales. They're going to lead with Roaring Moon and Clefairy. Now, after everyone's abilities get set up, the Snow and Mold Breaker, we're going to go in for a Blizzard, but they actually protect the Roaring Moon, which sucks for us. We then get up a Steel, Terra Blast onto the Clefairy, taking it out in one go. They send out a Lando, which is not good for us because it has Intimidate, and they also do a Rock Slide after a Tailwind set up by the Roaring Moon, which means they might be a little bit faster than my team. Unfortunately for us, Alolan Ninetales does flinch, but we get up a Sword Stance on Haxorus. Now that they're faster, we see Roaring Moon going in for Acrobatics on Ninetales, getting it down in yellow, all before Landorus finally takes it out with the Rock Slide. Haxorus gets off major damage with the Dragon Claw on Landorus, all before going into the next turn where I send out my Gallade for turn 4. My opponent sends out their Grande Starbucks Matcha Green Tea. Unfortunately for me again, they go in for a Protect on Roaring Moon, protecting it from Dragon Claw from Haxorus, but we do get off a major Cycle Cut on Nacha. Or is it Sinistra? I don't know. Turn 5, they Rage Powder Acrobatics combo into my Gallade, taking it out, but we get off a major Dragon Claw on Nacha, taking it out as well in the process. Of course, losing some damage to Rocky Helmet. But the show must go on. The Green Team goes down and Iron Hands comes out, along with the return of Landorus. Now this is where things get interesting. After an Intimidation, they go in for Acrobatics on Iron Hands, which doesn't do much because we're pretty tanky. However, the Earth Power ends up taking out my Haxorus. Not Earth Power, Stomping Tantrum, my bad. Anyway, we go in for a Drain Punch to get back a little bit of health from Landorus, taking it out also in the process because we don't want to deal with any Earth moves. Then the battle turns into a 1v1, them going for Knockoff and me spamming Thunder Punch until the Flying type is gotten rid of. One Thunder Punch gets it down in the red, and then I think they're going to go for a Protect. They don't. We do one more Thunder Punch and end up taking it out in the process. And that's game 2. Game 3 sees our opponents leading off with Tornadus and Fluttermane, a very meta team if I do say so myself. We lead with Overliable, Alolan Ninetales, and Glamora. Our opponent goes in for a Protect on Fluttermane and a Tailwind, speeding up their team. We go in for a Blizzard on Alolan Ninetales. After doing major damage on the Tornadus and missing a Sludge Bomb due to Protect, turn 2 sees our opponent switching out Fluttermane and for another Pokemon, Baxcalibur. Ninetales and Glamora do get a little shaken up from that Breakwind Storm, but they're still pushing strong. We're able to go in for another Blizzard, taking out the Tornadus, and we get a Sludge Bomb off on Baxcalibur, getting it down in the red. But the battle isn't over yet. Before turn 3, we get some health back from Black Sludge right before Ogerpon takes out Glamora completely, but it's okay. Baxcalibur protects, and we get off a Freeze Dry, taking out the Ogerpon down at the same time. Glamora poisoning its next opponent in the process. Now, while we know our opponent still has a fully healed Fluttermane and a Baxcalibur in the red, we send out Haxorus to bait a Dragon and Fairy type move respectively. This is, however, where Haxorus really shines.
We haven't been formally introduced, so I'm taking the initiative.
We immediately Steel Terrasilize our Haxorus to prevent any Fairy or Ice or Dragon damage. We go in for a Protect on Alola Ninetales, protecting it from that Shadow Ball, and then Icicle Spear tries to take out Haxorus, but it doesn't really do much damage. We then go in for a massive Earthquake, taking out the Baxcalibur. With Baxcalibur finally down and out and Fluttermane in the yellow and badly poisoned, it tries to get some defense back by going Terra Dark, going into a Dazzling Gleam, which we double resist. We then go in for a Stab, Steel, Terra Blast, taking out the Fluttermane and winning us the battle. This battle was so much fun, guys. Please like and comment on the video. I love making them. Have a great day. Ciao.